What else can you find in Kitchener within this price range? It's close to all the major amenities. I mean, parks, recreation areas, schools, playgrounds, everything. No POTL, no condo fees. Guess what? You are in luck. It's built in 1990s. You see that street? That's the main street, Saddlebrook. It's only 1 year old. Guess what? You are in luck. Majority of the construction you will find is 2005 and later up to the present day that are freehold in one of the newly established neighborhood. Very close to everything. The Boardwalk Shopping Plaza, Highway 8 in this neighborhood. Brand new townhomes around 16 to 1700 square feet. So you have been thinking of moving to Kitchener, Ontario, and if you're a buyer within the price range of 700 to 800,000 and you're wondering what can I really find here in Kitchener? Well, that's what this video is about. I'm gonna show you 4 different homes right here in this video, ranging from low 700s to mid, leading up to the 800,000, and that will give you a really good idea as to what you can find in that price range of 7 to 800,000 right here in Kitchener as of late summer of 2024. So stay tuned as we dive right into it. And just in case if this is your first time to the channel and you're wondering who am I, my name is Dharmik Dixit. I'm a local realtor serving KWC and surrounding towns. I help many families with their move in and around Kitchener, Waterloo, and I absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking of moving in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out. You can call me, text me, email me, or even schedule a Zoom call. All the info is right below. I'll be more than happy to help you and family make a smooth move in and around KWC. All right, so the first home I wanted to show you guys is this beautiful semi that sold in Highland West for 705,000. Look at the one that you see right behind me, the one in the gray brick. That's the one I'm talking about. It's built in 1990s, offering over 1400 square feet of above ground living space, featuring 3 bedroom, and you have in total 4 washrooms. So there's a powder room, they have 2 full washrooms on the second level, and guess what? They do have a finished walkout basement offering additional 500 square feet of living space. So in total, you are looking at close to 1900 square feet of living space, and the basement does have a 3-piece washroom. So a really good home. I would say it's a starter home. If you look at the home pictures from inside, you can see it's a starter home, turnkey, perfect for a first-time home buyer. And obviously it's a freehold, so no condo fees. The house itself is built in 1990s, so that's what you will find in majority of Highland West. Homes built into the 90s, some in early 2000s, but not a lot of construction after 2010. But it's close to all the major amenities. I mean, parks, recreation areas, schools, playgrounds, everything. So perfect for a young family who is looking for a starter home. Something like that at 705, I feel like it's a steal. But if you are rather looking for a newer construction, that's where I'm heading from here to there. My second stop, the second home I wanted to show you guys, it's the one that sold for 735, and that's a rather newer construction. So stay tuned. I'm gonna give you a glimpse of this particular neighborhood to show you some idea about what type of homes you will find here. But then I will see you at my second stop, and that's gonna be the one that sold for 735. So stay tuned and let's get right in. Alright, so we are at the second stop here, and the house that I'm about to show you is in the Huron Park. We're in the brand new community of Huron Park. It's only 1 year old. You see this interior unit townhome, that 2-story layout. That's the one you're looking at. It sold for $735,000. You are looking at a 3-bedroom, 2.5 washroom. You'll have over 1500 square feet of living space. That's what I like with these newer homes. They do have a decent layout. So 1500 square feet for 3-bedroom, I feel like it's just perfect. It does not have a finished basement. Obviously, it's only 1 year old, so they do not have a finished basement, but you can always finish it at a later date. You are looking at something here though. There is something called a POTL fee. So what is it? It is parcel of tied land. So you see, I'll show you something. Like you see that street, that's the main street, Saddlebrook. And as you enter in this community, this whole area falls outside of the city boundary. So sidewalk that I'm walking on, the common area, landscaping, snow removal during those winter months, of course, and there is a garbage collection. So all of that is handled privately, and the unit owners in this community will share the cost. So there is a monthly POTL fee of $150. Guys, I want you to note this. In KWC, nowadays, any new townhome community have a POTL fee majority of the time. I mean, there are a few builders like Matme is still offering completely freehold. There are a couple of builders in the Westwood Village. I did a video on that, so feel free to check it out. They offer completely freehold. while others have a POTL fee. So just pay attention to that. Now, in case you are wondering, what are my options if I want something completely freehold? So no POTL, no condo fees. Guess what? You are in luck. Here in Huron Park, majority of the construction you will find is 2005 and later up to the present day. So if you are not too picky about absolutely new, and if you're flexible in terms of say 10 to 15 years, then you have a handful of options within this neighborhood. I mean, I just had a client of mine buy a 2009 townhome, completely freehold, within this very same neighborhood, and that was close to 1,400 square feet, still 3-bedroom, 2.5 washroom, and they paid around 720,000. So that's what you're looking at, but this is to give you a general idea about your options if you're rather looking for something newer construction in this very same price range. So now what I'm going to do is show you around a glimpse of this neighborhood, and I'm going to see you at my third stop. That's where we will look at a rather mature and more established neighborhood, but equally great neighborhood. So that's the house that's sold recently for $760. So stay tuned and let's jump right in. Alright, so this next house that you can see right behind me, the pink brick bungalow, that's the one we are looking at. Located in the Forest Heights, sold for $760 just 9 days ago. And basically you're looking at the house built in 1988, featuring 2 plus 1 bedroom. So it has 2 bedroom on the second level, basically the main level, and then there is 1 bedroom in the basement that is finished as well. You are looking at about 1,200 square feet on the main level, and then about 700 to 800 square feet in the basement. So in total, you are looking at just somewhere close to 2,000 square feet of living space. Majority of this neighborhood, you are looking at homes built in the 70s, 80s, maybe some 90s, but not much after that. Now, what else can you find in Kitchener within this price range? Let's say mid 7 to high 7. Well, the other option, there's a neighborhood called Laurentian West or Williamsburg. That's where you will find a handful of options for smaller detached homes located on 30 feet wide lot, offering around 1,500 square feet, built into the late 90s and early 2000s. That's your other option. Third option, in this price range, you will be looking at brand new homes, like somewhere between last 5 years in Dune South, Lackner Woods, Grand River South, even Huron Park. I mean, as you go especially mid to high 7, that's where you will find very well laid out townhomes, modern contemporary 2-story townhomes that are freehold in one of the newly established neighborhoods. That could be your other option. So now we have 3 different options. Depends on what is important for you and family. Is it the age of the construction, or you want something newer? Depends on what you're looking for. I can tell you within this price range, these are some of the options you are looking at. But that's a bit about this house. What I'm gonna do is show you a little bit about this neighborhood, and then I'm gonna head to my final stop. That's where we will look at the house that's recently sold for $800,000. So that will give you a better idea on what you can find if you are stretching all the way to $800,000. So stay tuned and let's get right in. So we are at the final stop now, and this is the one that sold recently for $800,000. Take a look at the detached home that you see right behind me, the one with the red brick. That's the one we are looking at. It's a double wide garage, detached home, 3-bedroom, 3-washroom. It does have about 1,500 square feet of above grade living space. Remember how I was talking about those smaller detached? That's the one. So this is one on a 30 feet wide lot, close to 3,000 square feet of total lot size. And like I said, like 1,500 square feet of above ground living space. You have a finished basement, close to around 700 square feet. So total, you're looking at about 2,200 square feet of total living space. And it does have 2 full washroom and 1 half washroom. So main floor has a powder room, second floor has a full washroom, and the basement, which is finished, has a 3-piece washroom as well. So $800,000 in one of the good neighborhoods. This is Highland West, very close to everything. The Boardwalk Shopping Plaza, Highway 8 is about less than 5 minutes from here, and some of the amenities even in Waterloo. We are pretty much at the border of Kitchener and Waterloo in this neighborhood. I've done a whole video about every neighborhood I mentioned: Huron Park, Forest Heights, Dune South, Highland West. I've done separate videos for each and every single neighborhood. So if you guys want to dive more into any particular neighborhood I've covered in this video, be sure to do that. But that's what you can get for 800,000. Or I'll tell you one more thing. Within the 800,000, remember the neighborhood we were earlier in, the Forest Heights? In something like that, Forest Heights, 800,000 will get you a bungalow style home with, let's say, around 1,000 to 1,200 square feet of above ground, and then you have another 1,000 square feet below ground. Because it's a bungalow style home, you can pretty much turn it into a rental unit below ground, possibly an in-law suite or something that's already finished. May not take a lot of money out of your pocket to make it into a rental unit. So that's another option. Or like I said, the other option you could be looking at is completely new construction, less than 5 years, brand new townhomes around 16 to 1,700 square feet. That's going to be a third option as you approach that high 7, low 8 figure. I am going to do a separate video about 800,000. We'll look at 8 to 9 in case some of you are wondering. Be sure to tap on that bell so you get notified when that new video pops out. But in case you are wondering what you can find for 6 to 7, I've just launched a video about that not too long ago on my channel. So be sure to check that out. But nonetheless, I hope you did get some value. And if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap on the bell so YouTube knows I'm doing a somewhat good job here. Whether you're thinking of moving in 9 days or 9 months, be sure to reach out. I'll be more than happy to help you and family make a smooth move in and around Kitchener-Waterloo. Until next time, well, I do hope to show you around town.